Sir, can I see your license and registration, please? Sir?
Well, welcome back to the good old Southern IA. If you're wondering if that title is clickbait, it's not. But before we get into the whole story on how Bandit the Blue Heeler ran into a Peterbilt yesterday with an RTV, and we hit all these potholes, I'm gonna ask you guys, if you enjoy any part of this video, please smash that like button. It supports the channel, it pushes the videos out to more people, and we've also set ourselves a goal to reach 30,000 subscribers by the end of harvest. So please like and subscribe. My automatic gate opener is working great this morning. Some of you are wondering if the grain bin had been erected yet. Nope. We've just got a mini go-kart track. Okay, so game plan for today. We're going to be telling stories and mowing hay. With all the rain that we've got, we decided that we're going to cut hay one last time. Today is September 15th. That's usually our cutoff day for mowing hay. So Andrew's going to take off in the 4440. He's going to go start in. I'm going to go scout the rest of the fields that we could potentially mow to decide what we're going to mow, and then I'll be joining him to mow. Still the coolest sounding tractor to start up. I want to show you guys something. Wayne's out here doing what Wayne does best. He's on the riding lawnmower. He's 86 years old. He riding lawnmowers about 7 acres of grass, so he has a daily rotation, and he actually gets bummed out when he doesn't get a mow. But I want to share this with you guys, is that if you're scared of heights or anything like that, don't watch this next little bit. But he mows this hill right here. That's greater than like a 45-degree angle, I would say. Like legitimately, if you took a toboggan and you got a little bit of a run from up here, I'm pretty sure if you took off, missed the ditch down there at the bottom of the hill, you could probably have enough speed to ramp up over the road and land into another ditch. And he mows that at 86 years old. Impressive. Or ballsy, one of the two. Hi, goer crasher. Ready to mow some hay? So yes, this is our last 18 acres of hay for this year. We probably would not have cut this hay if we didn't get the recent like 4.5 inches of rain that we got. And so far of the 18, where are you going? We've gotten 11 of it done. But some of you were also curious what the beans are looking like. They're looking like harvest. So the same old's happening here. I went all through this when I did actually a hay vlog, where we open up the field by going around 6 times. I go around twice, then I back swath the last pass right here, and Andrew does the 6th one on the inside. Then we start the whole back and forth. Like I said, I explained all that in the hay vlog, and I'll link it up here. Hey, good job on not crashing into anything when I wasn't in here. Don't worry, I promise. I'll tell you the story as soon as we get done cutting hay. No, I was just joking and saying that it doesn't work very good for a YouTube video if you already used the assumption that I was going to use the Midland and say, hey, why don't you go do the hay shed piece and I do the bean plot piece. just like that, we're done cutting hay for 2020. Neato. And because the haying's done, that means it's story time about how Bandit crashed that into that. And this is no joke. I'll show you some of the damage that happened, which this was yesterday, and I wasn't planning on making a video yesterday because, what did we do, Andrew? We worked on the taillights of my pickup truck, changed the oil in my pickup truck, and we were just gonna hook the Peterbilt up over there to a semi-trailer. So
boring stuff.
Pretty boring stuff and snooze fest, and I'm not gonna drag you guys along for the snooze fest. Here's the damage that happened to the goer there. And the real sad part about that is that the goer fared significantly better than the Peterbilt here. So yesterday we changed the oil on my dually, and then get my dually, it has a bad light, yada, yada, yada. And then we turned around and it was time to work on the Peterbilt here. So Andrew and I go over and we hop into the goer. And I'll just show you this for reference. Basically, if you open this goer door, that dog gets in there. So you're not going anywhere in the goer without the dog being in the goer, because him and Wayne take trips. So anyways, two big dudes and a blue heeler in the goer, and we head on over to the other shop to get this Peterbilt. Well, drop Andrew off basically, and as Andrew is getting out, Bandit somehow decides that he's going to land on the gas pedal. And I mean, tires start squealing. We're sitting here about in this area or so, a good little ways away from the actual Peterbilt, and Andrew's like halfway out of the door, and next thing you know is you hear, and the goer just starts taking off. And I kid you not, he had full force going on here and smacked the goer square into the corner of the Peterbilt. At that point in time, the fender here had wrapped itself all the way around and was touching the wheel. So the wheel's actually what stopped us. If the wheel wasn't there, we probably would have been into the rear end of this truck.
The bumper, not the fender.
Fender bumper, this chromey looking piece
used to be straight.
Yeah, this thing, right, this area, this thing, that's what we hit. Well, then we gave a good little push on the plastic fender here, and that's what you guys saw a little bit of me fixing and painting that up. We epoxied it back together. Things could have been a lot worse, but you know, my dad, he was sitting over here, and all he said is he's like, oh, I heard somebody yell, no! And then a whack! And he's like, oh, what the heck did they hit him? Because he backed everything out. The only thing that was in there was the Peterbilt, and then had to drive out forward. So then I show up over, and he's like, yeah. So we pulled on the front bumper with the strap, straightened it out, epoxied the crack in the fender, gave it a little white paint. Yeah. Yep. So Bandit the Blue Heeler, a YouTube star, is also probably the only blue heeler that has ran a goer into a Peterbilt. I get way got, you know, the whole my dog ate the homework, way past that now. My dog hit the Peterbilt. So anyways, guys, we are done now mowing hay, and we've also got the Peterbilt fixed, and I got to put it back onto a grain trailer for this fall. I wish I could tell you guys when harvest vlog is going to start, but I don't have a clue. I really do not know when it's going to start, because corn's like 26-27% moisture right now, and beans maybe in the middle of next week. We're going to jump into actually power washing off this Moco and getting this Moco put away, because we're going to put the 4440 onto a batwing so we can mow the perimeters of fields as we start to harvest them up. That's what we got coming on the rest of the day here in this video. Let's get to it. So to get this thing ready to go for going to bed, I guess, is that we're gonna power wash it and hit all the grease zerks. The reason that we're doing that is that if you see it, that it likes to have grass and stuff kind of build up in places. Mice would be really happy to find that. Kind of like Joanna Gaines, if she finds shiplap underneath the wall, mouse would just be like, look at our home renovation area that we can do here. Don't pretend you don't know what I'm talking about. So basically, pretty much next year when it's time to go mow hay, all we'll have to do is hook up and go mow hay. We'll put it away so it's ready to go. It's better to do it now than later. That's a dusty job. And that's a job for Mike Rowe. Someone's gonna have to tell John Deere that a grease gun don't look like that. See you next year. So as I was working on the mower, Andrew was actually greasing up the Peterbilt here, getting it ready to put onto the trailer. But before we go, there's something else we got to do, because you know what they say about big rigs, right?
Yep.
Big brakes. So we're going to check all the brakes, make sure the brakes are in adjustment, got air into it, and make sure we're safe for this fall. There, the brake's on. See, I can't rock it now. So if I brakes are off. Hold them. Okay. Oh man, lading grease. So this should be good. I'm gonna go take it for a rip real quick and make sure the brakes are okay. And then we're gonna put a drawbar on the 4440. In all my infinite years of semi mechanicking, I think those brakes on the Peterbilt are just perfect. So I think they're okay, honestly. Drawbar got put onto the 4440. That light right there got an attitude adjustment. Now it's a L light or a J light or a hockey stick light. I mean, Canadians, anybody want to buy that? So we're gonna back this thing, girl in, put it away for the day. We're not gonna go hook up to the grain cart. About got an hour or so left to work. I think we are actually going to clean up the other Moco to get it put away, but I'm not going to take you guys along on that. It's not a very exciting process, and it's a dirty one. Look at me. So thank you guys for hanging out with us down here in southern Iowa. I think you guys may have learned something in this video, and that is not to let your Blue Heeler drive your RTVs around. Bad things happen. But other than that, like I said, harvest vlog is coming up, so if you haven't subscribed to the channel, what the heck are you waiting on? Hit that like button to throw this video out to more people. And I guess the last thing on the books is say bye, Andrew.
Bye, Andrew.
We could potentially mow to decide what we're gonna mow, and then I'll be joining them to mow. And I'll say mow, 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 and how many more mows? With the mow, we're gonna mow with the, how many more mows are we gonna mow with the mow? You gonna mow some mow?
I gotta mow some more.
You gotta mow some, we gotta mow some more with the Moco, mow.